Hey everybody, welcome back to Illiterate Book Club. I am Matt.
I'm John.
And this is going to be our review of...
Well, it's going to be your review.
My review of the Addams Family.
I didn't want to see it.
I didn't really. I was hopeful.
Yeah. Luckily there aren't children close enough to me in my life to make me have to see it.
I have to say this. I was pleasant that my former thoughts on this movie was justified.
Right. Okay, so give us some rundown. What are some things in the movie that might be of interest other than your wife walking into frame?
She's gonna be the most interested. She was more interesting than the Addams Family. Okay, obviously I'm not the target demographic here. But that being said, I didn't feel like I heard pretty much any of the theater like laughing at all.
Maybe it was the Addams Family. They were just like stone faced.
Like, well, I mean, like the first 30 to 40 minutes is very much like what the trailer is, which is just like, look how nostalgic we can be. You know what I mean? Like,
look, we do morbid humor.
Right. Well, it was like over and over again, like, hey, remember that time the hand plays the piano with that dude? You know what I mean? Or you remember the time that, you know,
nothing original, just...
Right. It's just like a rehash of the Addams Family. And maybe if you haven't seen any of that, you hadn't seen the better versions, like from the 90s or even the 60s sitcom. Was it earlier? No, I think it was the 60s sitcom, I believe.
Sure, that sounds right. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll look it up and...
I was more of a Monster fan, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
Well, I mean...
Well, anyway, fair enough.
Like
you had the cartoon, and then you had the movies, the epic, legendary movies of childhood lore.
Yeah, it just wasn't that funny. Now, I will say, probably the last half was definitely better than the first half. Like the first half, I guess, like I said, it was. I'm
gonna ask you to be a little more vague.
Well, I mean, this is a. Do you care about spoilers? Do you care?
Does anyone die? Does anyone die and stay dead?
There is dead beings.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's the Addams Family. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if you're a child, you may
a child who's never seen the original stuff.
Right. Or even if you're fairly young, like between like 8 and under, maybe 10 and under. Depending on maturity levels, everybody's a little different. You might like it. We actually went with my niece, and she had a lot of friends, and the younger ones seemed to like it pretty good. So that's good. So if you have a family and, or young kids, then you may want to bring them to this, and they will enjoy it. Now, is this going to be a movie? They do throw in some, like, subtle humor, or maybe not so subtle, but I guess things that the parents can pick up that the kids can't. That being said, it's still just, even when they do that, which is few and far between, it's just not that good. So this isn't a movie like, I think of like Toy Story 4 or The Incredibles, both of them or whatever, where there's...
Pixar, if anything.
Pretty much any Pixar movie. And some other not so Pixar movies where, the parents can get some enjoyment out of it. It's just a good story being told. Whether or not it's based upon a kid's, right, How to Train Your Dragon series is great. There's a good story being told, and it's funny, and there's some subtle humors there, and the kids can go enjoy it because it's a spectacle and it's a cartoon, but the parents can be there and enjoy it too. So I don't think that's going to be this show at all.
All right.
So if your kids really just want to see a movie and you just want to please your children, which is not a bad thing, it's good if you want to please your children, then take them to go see this movie. But you probably won't, as an adult, have any fun with it.
Particularly if you're a fan of the originals, I take it.
Yeah, I think even more so, because it seems like so much pandering to where it gets redundant.
Yeah. Man, sounds like a Disney movie to me.
No, nothing like that. Disney movies are high quality. I love you, Bob Iger. I'm glad Spider-Man's back.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's back.
Well, you've done something right. Anyway, so what's your rating? Give this a number.
I'll give it a 4.5.
4.5. Hey, it could be worse.
That's true.
So let us know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
and
maybe you completely disagree.
Yeah, if you like it, let us know why you like it. Maybe you think it holds up better with the originals or something. Or maybe you just don't like the original Addams Family stuff.
And I think all movies, depending on the mood you go into it with, sometimes that can affect things. So maybe I just wasn't feeling it, but overall, like I said, that's my opinion of it right now, is that it's a 4.5.
Stop taking downers when you go in to see movies.
Well, I mean, that's all I could do to get through this movie. All right, be sure to like and subscribe.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye.